What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about 6 local secrets that you may want to know if you're moving to the Winston-Salem area. Let's get into it. My name is Ramon Lomeli. I'm a local realtor and the team leader of the Smart Move Group brokered by eXp Realty here in Winston-Salem as well as the surrounding areas. I wanted to make this video because these things are unique to Winston-Salem and I think you should know about them. Number 1, Quarry Park. The quarry at Quarry Park was actually used back in the 1920s and before to extract granite. It served as construction material for a lot of local places around here. Over time, they stopped using it and it filled up with water. At that time, it became home to lots of fish and wildlife. And it wasn't until 1997 when it was donated to the city, at which point the city turned it into a lovely public park. It's really hard to describe Quarry Park unless you go there. You really got to go check it out and go over that bridge. The scenery is beautiful. You can even see downtown from there, and the water is also a really beautiful color. So if you're looking to go for a jog or a bike ride or just a cool place to hang out on the weekends, make sure you check out Quarry Park. It's one of the more interesting parks you'll ever go to. Number 2, the Artomats. Clark Whittington took vintage cigarette dispensing machines and turned them into art dispensers here in Winston-Salem. The very first machine operated in a very small cafe here in Winston-Salem over 25 years ago. Now these machines can be found all over the country and there's still 20 operating today in Winston-Salem, usually in the downtown area. These machines are so cool and I've seen them in person. I just never knew what they were until I went home and did some research. Next time I see one, I'll definitely be buying some art. Number 3, we got to talk about the Reynolds Building. The Reynolds Building was originally built in 1929. It's a really cool Art Deco building. I love the style of it. It kind of reminds me of something kind of gothic, both lovely inside and out. But did you know that the Reynolds Building was the inspiration for the Empire State Building in 1931? I think that's a really cool, interesting thing to know. In fact, the Empire State Building sends a Father's Day card every year to the Reynolds Building here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. By the way, guys, if you're getting any kind of value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you go down there, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and above all, subscribe. Those kinds of things help keep me motivated to keep pumping out these videos for you. We also just completed our brand new relocation guide. It's in the about section of this video. Make sure you check it out. Number 4, another interesting thing about Winston-Salem, North Carolina is going to be the clamshell gas stations. It's such a unique design. I pass by it all the time. In the 1930s, 1 of 8 were built. And in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're lucky enough to have the last one standing. It's still there. It's kind of a popular selfie destination. It's kind of cool to just drive by and see it every day. If you're into history, you're going to love number 5. The first 3 settlements in the Winston-Salem area are still here preserved. Historic Bethabara Park was settled in 1753. They do all kinds of festivals there. It's really fun to get out there and walk through the old buildings and look at the old settlement. Bethania was established in 1759. And the biggest and most famous is going to be Old Salem. That was settled in 1766. Now, Old Salem is actually an interactive living history museum, so it makes it really cool. The employees there walk around in the area appropriate clothing. It's really cool to walk around and see all the old shops and the way that they lived life back in those days. Salem College is in Old Salem, which is America's oldest college for women. Number 6, we're going to talk about Lynn Estates. It's the 2nd largest home in the state of North Carolina, and it was originally part of the R.J. Reynolds family. It's built in 1932. It has over 60 rooms. Today, it's used as a hotel, as a restaurant, and you can even reserve it for special events. It's basically a mini castle made out of stone in the center of North Carolina. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Make sure you check out some other videos on the channel, and as always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions whatsoever.